Hey everyone, so the word of the day is can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, one more time. For the people in the back, can't judge a book by its cover. Let's hop into it. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me, vibing with me, and chilling. Alright, so if you guys like this video and the videos that I've already made, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, because maybe this message or these messages are for you or someone else that you may know. You may need to hear it. So I read Matthew 27. I hope you guys can hear me because it's kind of warm. So yeah, but I read Matthew 27. Oh gosh. And the subcategories are, give me a second. Jesus delivered to Pilate. I think I'm saying that right. Judas hangs himself. Jesus before Pilate. The crowd chooses Barabbas. Pilate delivers Jesus to be crucified. The crucifixion, the death of Jesus. Jesus is buried, and the guard at the tomb. So, basically, this talks about the famous, Jesus dying. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, everything is flying. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so basically, like, clearly Jesus was just falsely accused of anything. They just wanted a reason to crucify him, put him to death. And I think what stuck out to me was how did they bribe? I'm trying to understand how they bribed the whole crowd or a whole, like, governor person to choose somebody that was actually criminal over someone that wasn't. Like, how was that even persuaded? And that was in the crowd choosing Barabbas. I think that's what it's called. Maybe that's how you say his name. Like I said, I don't know. Okay. So I'm at verse 15, right? It say, now at the feast the governor was accustomed to release, to release for the crowd anyone prisoner whom they wanted. Not even criminal prisoner, already a prisoner. And they had then a notorious prisoner called Barabbas. So when they had gathered, Pilate said to them, whom do you want me to release for you, Barabbas or Jesus who was called Christ? For he knew that it was out of envy that they had delivered him up. Besides, while he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent word to him, have nothing to do with that righteous man, for I have suffered much because of him today in a dream. So I don't even know why that was even relevant. But they had to make something, look like something, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to continue. Now the chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas and destroy Jesus. How? That is verse 20. How did they persuade a whole crowd? And why would the governor ask a crowd who they wanted to be released? How does that work? How does that work? That stuck out to me because it's like you're not even making the decision for yourself. Like that stuck out to me because I was confused on how did that make sense. You're a governor, and yet you're asking a crowd, and the crowd is bribed by the elders and the chief priests. Like they already bribed to alter their answers, and you still like that stuck out to me. That stuck out to me. But of course, it talked about the crucifixion of Jesus, and then at the end of it all, I got another one that stuck out. They went back to Pilate, right? They went to Pilate, which is the I believe Pilate is the governor or something like that. I think that's who it is. And they went back to him, and the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate and said, "Sir, we remember how that impostor said while he was still alive, after 3 days I will rise." This is verse 62. Now, this Pilate person, it's like he allowed people in his ear in order for him to make right or wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? So, in relations to today and how the world is and how to kind of dissect everything, now the example of this whole Pilate was the governor. To me, I'm just gonna say he was the governor or the judge or something like that. And then you have the chief priests and the elders. So it's like you got the governor, then you got the people right under the governor, the chief priests and the elders, and then you got Jesus and whoever else wanna whatever. Now in the world, people assume that because of a title, because of the way the hierarchy is, because of the way that it is, that's how everything is supposed to go. But if you just remember with the verses that I just told you, this governor who's here and the chief priests and the judges who are here, they had more say in what he did and how his decisions and his actions like contributed to the community or to the world, to society and things like that. So understand that even though people are in a position, it does not mean that they're knowledgeable than you, they're more knowledgeable than you, that they're smarter, that they're more creative, that they have more access to whatever you may need. Understand that yes, they may have more money. Okay, get me wrong, don't get me wrong. They may have more money, but understand that with more money comes more responsibility. With more things come more responsibility, and more tests, and more lessons, and more blessings, things like that. It's about how you utilize it. Don't ever underestimate a person who is here, because you never know. You never know exactly how the chief priests and the elders were able to like alter a whole crowd. It can happen just like that. You can look at yourself and think that you down here, but you're not. People just have their own walk of life and their own journey. So people are enduring certain things at their own time in their own life. So, yes, like, of course I didn't want to talk about the whole burial thing because everybody knew about that. He was crucified by two other prisoners, one on the right, one on the left. And Joseph actually was the one that had came and got the body and wrapped it into white linen and and put him in his tomb and put a big stone in front of it. So yeah. And Joseph was a disciple of Jesus. So that's who Joseph was. I know y'all like Mary and Joseph, right? No, that was a disciple of Jesus. But yeah, that's about it. Like for this chapter, you can always read it and make your own interpretation of it. I always say that. This is Matthew 27. But yes, do not allow a person's title because they are your manager, your boss, supervisor, team lead, whatever. they being altered by somebody and it's somebody being altered by somebody else. It does not matter. As they did it to this crowd, which altered the judge, which did that to the governor's actions. Like, come on, come on. Be more aware of your surroundings. Be more aware of your movements, your actions, your thing, like the things that you do, the things that you think, the things that you say, because you just never know who's listening or who watching. So be ready. So you ain't gotta get ready. All right. But anywho, that's all I got for you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for rocking with me, vibing with me, and chilling right now. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.